All right, y'all, we fresh out of A-Piece to start a new batch. This is Rule from the Flavor Yard. Going to show you how to make the best A-Piece recipe you ever had. Big respect to Stacy on this one. So stick around, I'm going to show you exactly how I made it. So, you're going to have all the ingredients listed below that you're going to need, but this picture pretty much summarizes it all. First, we're going to start with our scallions, right? The scallions is the base. The white part, don't need those. Get those out of here. Throw them in the garbage. Parsley, absolute base of this recipe. Again, with these stems, you want to throw them out because they're bitter. You don't want the bitterness in your ippies. You want something more sweet. So, here it is. I chopped it up. I have a great knife. You want to make sure your knife is sharp so you're not wasting too much time. Definitely not use a serrated blade because it just doesn't look good. All right, so we packed our blender with the parsley, as you can see here. Did a little cleaning. Again, those stems there, you don't want those, so we just took those and threw them out. Ain't nothing like cooking to compa music when you're cooking Haitian food, man. It's something. So I'm doing a better job of cleaning my station, so you see me there cleaning my station before I bring out the next ingredients. The next ingredients is bell peppers. Here I have the red and yellow peppers. You don't want those seeds. So here's something you may not know, but the red peppers are the sweetest. They're not the green. It's the red followed by the orange, then the yellow. So I got the red and yellow bell peppers. I cut them up real nice, dice them up, and I'm gonna put them into the blender as well. Again, the red, you should do a taste test yourself because the red ones are the sweetest, followed by the orange and then the yellow ones. Here we have our Maggie. You get those anywhere. You can definitely get them anywhere, but definitely at the Presidente or the Tropical Market. Maggie Punch has a great flavor to it. I simply use two. Then I have my lemons here, as you see. I'm about to chop those up. Some people use three. Like I said, it may be overpowering. Don't put it in too early because it's hard to take out the salty taste once you get there. So I got this lemon squeezer. That's my bad, but the lemon squeezer, use that, right? Because you don't want to squeeze your lemons with your hands and get the seeds in there. The seeds are very bitter. You don't want your APs bitter. Next, we have our fresh garlic. I have some nice garlic cloves. The purple ones, I think, taste the best. They're called heirloom garlic. Um, they're not that big. I've seen bigger ones. So these were two small garlic nuts. I got the entire cloves. I put them in there. Next, a little bit of Morton salt. Don't make your APs too salty, right? Because the flavors are going to release their own juices. So I put a little bit of salt in there. Definitely some cloves. I had some ground cloves here. You can put the full cloves in. I didn't have any, so the ground cloves are just as good. If you don't like cloves, don't worry. You're really not going to taste it once it's in there. You're really not. Next, we put a little bit of garlic powder into our mix, not too much, and then some adobo, some sazon, for some flavor. Next, we want to put some vinegar. Hit it with the vinegar. Be very careful not to put too much vinegar in it, just enough to give it some acidity. All right. I'd say maybe a third cup. And then your olive oil. Get yourself some quality olive oil, not the trash you'll find at most of your supermarkets. Like I said, it's going to require a lot of oil so your machine doesn't get stuck. That's the key. Stacy taught me that. Big up, Stacy. You see, I was a good student. All right, now we start with the blending. As you can see, everything is nice and creamy. That's the consistency you want. You want something nice, thick, and rich. I was afraid that the machine started clunking out. I thought it was going to spray everywhere. I didn't have time for that, so I just quickly put the top back on. All right, so now it's time to taste it. Well, I tell you, the taste was amazing. I mean, amazing. And this is the point where you want to adjust the flavor And the smell, I mean, the smell is amazing. Even now, when I open my refrigerator, the smell is amazing. Look at me talking the most. I had some extra cilantro. Some people don't like cilantro. I just hit it with a little bit of cilantro to give it that cilantro taste, that little Latino flavor inside the dish, or the Hispanic touch to it. Taste it again. It was absolutely amazing. Look at me smiling. You dance it. Why not? Here I am pouring it up. Like I said, put this in the fridge, and like I said, you can put this on just about everything, and I do. Marinate chicken, beef, pork with it, fish with it, a shrimp with it. It's one of the best seasonings you ever had. So anyway, this is Haitian Epis, Rude Boy style. Come back and join us real soon. And then also check out this other staple, Haitian pickles. Of course, I put that on everything too. So this is the Flavor Yard. Peace.